So guys, if you have not gotten your US visa slot yet, you would find a lot of agents out there who would try to sell you the slot in just about 1 week, 1 day. Some people in 1 hour also give you confirmation of your visa slot. Now, how does that work, essentially? Remember, the US in many of their videos and even on their official website have mentioned this, that the use of agents in order to get your US visa booking done or in order to get preparation done, form filling done, is completely okay. However, they try to make it such that their portal is easy enough that the average user should not need these resources. However, given that there's been so many issues getting these slots, the appointments, I can understand if you may want to go ahead and use an agent. And like I said, the US Embassy approves that. However, your protection of credentials is up to you. Now, there's two types of agents in the market. The first one is, of course, a scammer. Someone who is essentially just looking to take money from you but not really get the job done. Number two are genuine agents, but those are literally just 10% of all agents out there. So these genuine agents are the ones which would actually do 24/7 monitoring for you, because that is truly the only way to get the appointments in reality. Now, since many agents promise you the slot confirmation in 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, let's talk about exactly what scammers do first, and then we'll talk about what legitimate agents do. Alright, so here's what scammers do. They give you confirmation within 1 hour. They will basically ask you for your credentials. They will not take any payment in advance. Hence, what that means is that all you have to do is to give them your credentials. And as soon as you give them your credentials, they can start working. They don't really need anything else. They don't need any payments from you. They will start working on a case. However, now let's discuss exactly what they do after they have your credentials in their hands. So once the credentials are with them, what they would do is they would essentially log into your account, alright, take a look at your name and everything, all the details. They copy those details essentially, and then they go into Photoshop. They go into Photoshop and they create a fake confirmation of the slot. That means that they will actually create the confirmation, and they will even send you the PDF of it also. They will send you the confirmation, screenshot, PDF, whatever you need. Remember, you will not get an email from the consulate. At this point, essentially, what happens is that they will send you this confirmation and they will change your account ID and password. Now, the reason they say they do that is essentially because they want to protect themselves, essentially, from not getting the payment from you. That, okay, here, your slot is booked, but now you have to pay because we promised you payment after confirmation. Here's the confirmation, make the payment, right? Now, at this stage, if you pay them, what happens in most cases is that they'll just block you, they'll stop really operating your account, or they'll ask for even more payment, because there was no slot confirmation in reality. However, if you choose not to pay them and you realize that your account is now locked, you're not able to enter into the account, what they will do is that they will keep asking you for money, and they will tell you that, look, your slot is booked. All you need is to give us the money so that you can actually go ahead and log into your own account. This change of ID and password, any agent who does that, anyone who is changing your ID, password and demanding you for money, is a scammer. That's agent type 1. It's a fraudulent agent, is an agent that you should not go for just because you read those magical words, payment after confirmation. So many people, educated people have gone for this scheme. They have realized they've been scammed, and then they take months and months to recover their account, because let's be fair, the US Embassy's support for account recovery is not great. So keep this in mind. It is important that you avoid these scammers. There's no way these people will give you a confirmation in 1 day, 1 week, 1 hour, whatever. Whatever they promise you, it's fake. Now let's talk about the second kind of agent, that is the genuine agent who really tries to go ahead and book your slot. What do they do that's different? They will never promise you that, okay, the slot will be booked in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, essentially because it is not under their control. Who controls this is truly the embassy as to when they release appointments, because any genuine agent can just go ahead and monitor the appointments, and when they open up, they can go ahead, log into your account real quick and book it. That's really the game. There is no other complexity involved over here. It's essentially a race. You have to go ahead, log in. Essentially, when the slots open up, there's a lot of limitations on the logins. There's a lot of limitations on how many times you can check. So you need hundreds of accounts, and that's what a genuine agent will do. In fact, when we also do it, now, I'm not going to do this just to promote, but I'll tell you what we really do is that we have about 850 plus accounts right now. So we monitor every couple of minutes, sometimes even every couple of seconds, when we know that the frequency of openings may be higher. And then once we detect that slots are opening, we get alerted by our system. We have some algorithms on that front as well. But at the end of the day, what happens is we log in, we book the slot, we log out. End of story. And then we do it again and again and again for people who essentially have to get their slots booked. Now, a lot of times what we also have is that if we have, let's say, 2,000 accounts, out of which 1,200 we've already booked, 800 are pending, that means those 1,200 can actually be used for the monitoring, right? And just to monitor and not really do anything on their account, so that those 800 accounts can be saved up. We don't waste their logins, and we only log in when the actual slots truly open up. So that's the major difference between a genuine agent versus a scamming agent. And that's essentially what goes on in the market. There is no way that these agents will get you a slot in 1 hour, 1 day. No such confirmation exists, and I think you should heavily secure your credentials against such agents unless they have a very good history, they have testimonials from people, they have people who can vouch for them. You should save your credentials. Please do that. And again, if you absolutely are not getting slots, you need some updates on when they open up. Whenever the mass openings happen, we actually go ahead and update you guys on our Instagram and on YMGrad.com. So make sure you follow me there on Instagram and sign up on YMGrad. You'll get continuous updates on when these slots open up so that you can actually go ahead and book your slot. All right. I hope this helps. All the best and goodbye, and take care until the next one.